So what we're saying in general is that there is no justification to limit the freedom of occupation of these people, and we give a very apt example of race drivers that face very similar odds. So I will have two main arguments. The first is a sort of rebuilding of my partner's argument about why the viewers don't need to be protected in this specific way, and the second is about that this only serves to spread the strict and Puritan ideas of what sex is supposed to be in the eyes of the public. So, okay, so first of all, I'll have some rebuttal. Okay, so...
You want?
No. I just started talking. Okay. Okay, I'll first address the last thing he said about... okay, the demand to be in the porn industry, the demand is not just to have a body. First of all, the demand is to be willing to do this sort of dangerous and unconventional work. It's not something that you just go and everyone just does because they want to do it. And in this way, it's similar to race driving. No. Okay, so. Yeah, and about the sports people, it was claimed that we only they have a much higher status in society, and that's why we allow them to do these things. But that's not true. We allow them to risk their lives and do dangerous stuff, even if this sport is not popular and no one knows about it and no one knows the people that play it. It's just because it's the freedom of occupation, and that's what the people want to do. And they don't harm anyone else when they do it. No, I'll take you. Okay, so and again about the characterizing of what the porn industry looks like. So first of all, those people who are not amateurs, who work in those jobs are professionals. They know the risks. Everyone knows those risks. It's not like everyone knows what can happen when you have sex with strangers. It's not something that is not talked about in school. It's not something that you don't hear in the media again and again. People talk about STDs. People know about STDs. It's not something that that those people don't know about. And as professionals, they know best how to protect themselves. They have the incentive to do that because it's their own lives. And even the production has the incentive because, as you said, if even one person gets an STD, it can affect the entire cast and ruin the entire production, which costs money. So of course they have the incentive to do that. So, and there are many ways to make sure that those people do operate safely, and we can force those companies to do that, to go to hospitals, to get the correct tests, to have doctors on set. All these things we can do that, but we are just talking about the appearance of having a condom on set, and that is what we think should not happen. Yes.
Yes. So the risk of getting STDs is not intrinsic to porn as speed is to race cars. But if we would discover that changing of the color of the wheel will drastically decrease the risk of accident, we will mandate that for races.
Yeah, but first, okay, maybe that's true, but there's no reason to think that just having the condom will completely eliminate STDs, and there are other ways to do that. I mean, it's not like they don't use condoms never, they just have other alternatives. So, and the last thing I want to address is about the POI, about the seat belts, is that it's true that you have to wear to put on seat belts, but the correct analogy would be like having the heroes of Fast and Furious must have a seat belt when they're driving in the movie. It's not something that would be logical to have. Okay, so I will only have the second argument because I don't have any more time. So, okay, so what do I mean by this spreads Puritan ideologies? Already in porn, in professional porn, there's like the need is like the actors are without hair. Everything is very clean. It's very neat. It's very tidy. And adding the condom puts another layer above that. This only serves to have like this strange standard of sex can only be in like this very strict environment where everything is right and exactly like it should be, and this is not like sex is today. And the problems that we have today with this is that, first of all, people, as you said, sex education is not, it's hard to do in school because people are afraid to talk about sex, and parents are afraid to talk to their children about sex because sex is not something that people talk about in their daily lives. In these times, we have LGBT communities, we have many other ways of people having sex with each other that should be more open. People should be more willing to accept those different ways of having sex. And about specifically the STDs, would you also have people wearing surgical masks if it makes it safer, or have them show the tests that they take before they have sex in the STD? It doesn't make sense. So yeah, so for this we ask you to oppose.